My name is Quinn McKay, and I'm new to the area. And as the new kid on the block, I face a lot of questions. People think that I'm too small to make a big impact, or they think that I'm too inexperienced to conduct myself well in the ring or know my way around the ring. But what those doubters don't know is that before I made my way here to the East Coast, I first made my mark all over the Midwest. So when I heard about Angelgate, a company that's bringing together some of the most exciting women in professional wrestling and in this business, I knew that this was the place that I needed to make my mark next. This is where Quinn needs to make her next big splash. I'm excited to be here. And yeah, I'm new, but I'm willing to put in the work and I'm willing to prove myself that I can be a pillar of Angelgate. Keep an eye out, because soon they're going to be calling me Quinn Cornerstone McKay.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is March 23rd of 2019. My name's Jim Aminata, being joined by Nick Ferrara. We are back here to kick off Angelgate Women's Wrestling in the year 2019. And what a stacked card we have here tonight on the IndyWrestling.us and PWN Network. The gatekeeper of the Women of Honor division, one Miss Klein.
She's the Rose! Scarlett! Who?
Nick, this was a young lady, one Quinn McKay, making her way to the ring right now. You had a chance to get her thoughts on this evening. How was Quinn McKay feeling being in there with a national star such as Klein?
I'll tell you what, when I had a chance to talk to her earlier today, she seemed overly excited about this match. She's just ready to get in there and get things rolling. And with this opening matchup at Angelgate tonight, so I'm a little bit excited myself for this great action that we have coming up.
Quinn McKay, a young lady that is making waves wherever she goes.
From Cincinnati, Ohio, you might recognize her from Ring of Honor and Women of Honor. It's the gatekeeper, Klein. And her opponent from Springfield, Missouri, she's 5 feet of concrete, Quinn McKay.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jim Aminata, being joined by Nick Ferrara, Quinn McKay, Klein. Get us started off here in the year 2019 for Angelgate Women's Wrestling.
Did you notice before the match started, Klein tried to use a little bit of intimidation tactics against Quinn? Quinn wasn't having it.
Yeah, certainly one Klein, a former Women of Honor champion, is one of the most physical and one of the most powerful women in the industry today. But Quinn McKay is all guts. She will not be intimidated. However, she may want to think twice about how she proceeds here in this matchup.
Yeah, I mean, Klein's got definitely a big background in this industry, and Quinn's going to have to be very careful about how she comes into this match. She doesn't want to get too overly excited and end up blowing her chance. I mean, this is going to be a big match for her.
Quinn McKay, the Ace Steel product, is wrestling all over the place, including AAW out of Chicago and the Ring of Honor Dojo. But right now, a former Women of Honor champion in Klein is quite literally tossing Miss McKay around the ring here. Nick, if you're Quinn McKay, you're coming in at a clear strength and size disadvantage. What do you think Quinn McKay has to do to rally here as she's taking some shots to to the gatekeeper of the Women of Honor division, but look at how dynamic Kelly Klein is. One shot changes the complexion of this matchup.
I mean, it's definitely going to be one of those things where she's going to have to use her speed to, outsmart the strength of Kelly Klein. And if she can get bouncing off the ropes and a couple big moves, she can have Kelly reeling.
So you're thinking the momentum needs to be on the side of Quinn McKay here.
Yes, sir.
And this is where she does not want to be. You do not want to be boxed in the corner with a powerhouse like Kelly Klein.
Just whipping her right back in the corner with that strength. Kelly Klein, she's a technician in there as well.
Kelly Klein is all business. Look at that. She is as cold as ice.
And again, just whipping her right back into that corner.
Yeah, the ricochet off the buckles was nasty that time.
Quinn grabbing her lower back.
Yeah, that lumbar region, Nick, that's the most susceptible spot to damage in the back, is that lower lumbar region. And again, this is not where Quinn McKay wants to find herself, boxed in the corner against Kelly Klein.
Getting bounced right off the turnbuckle.
The gatekeeper will knock your lights out. McKay put on the brakes.
Forearm to the face.
And 5 feet of concrete is all resiliency. One thing you have to give Quinn McKay is she's not backing down.
She's not backing down, but it seems like she hasn't had the real opportunity to get out of the box here either. Just gripping her up by the back of her head and hanging her on those ropes. She better be careful.
This is the vicious side of Kelly Klein, as you're seeing her use the ropes to enhance that blatant choke, let's be honest.
She had the count of 5 and she got her by the hair right now. Quinn trying to fight back. Backs her up into the corner.
A lot of tenacity on display, but Quinn McKay may end up being overmatched here. Hutchie calling for a break.
Quinn trying to get that clean break, and Kelly had her gripped up by the legs. She couldn't get
Did you see the kick? Did you see the way the body shifted on impact there?
I did. Kelly Klein in complete control right now.
Yeah, at this point, McKay is just being physically overmatched, and you heard the contact that time.
Scoops her up.
We've talked about the power of Kelly Klein, and she is quite literally doing as she pleases with the body of Quinn McKay here.
Quinn trying to fight back though.
High-risk situation here, Nick.
Kicking her off, and
McKay may have to take a chance.
goes from the cross
And
body.
look at the strength. Look at the power. This is what I'm talking about. The gatekeeper showing that core strength and just hurls the body of Quinn McKay.
Quite impressive fall-away slam there. Again, I mean, Quinn's been trying to get out of the box the entire match, and Kelly's just not letting her. She's been in complete control the entire match.
Well, certainly this is an opportunity for Quinn McKay to be in the ring with a female the caliber of Kelly Klein, but this is the downside of that. You have to deal with the power of Kelly Klein, who just planted Quinn McKay to the mat again.
She's going for the cover.
That may be a mistake, Nick. Quinn McKay, despite being in her formative years of professional wrestling, is a very durable professional. You cannot play games inside that squared circle.
Going for it again. Another cover, 1, 2, and brings her back up again. What is behind this strategy that she has?
And we're seeing a sadistic side of one Kelly Klein. She is enjoying punishing Quinn McKay.
This is definitely one of those instances she can come back to bite her.
Kelly Klein may be looking to make an example of Quinn McKay on this Angelgate stage.
You done?
Quinn still has a little bit of fight left in her. Still up on her knees.
Kelly Klein calling for that submission. We know she's well versed. Wait a minute, inside cradle, shoulders down.
3.
She got her.
McKay with the win.
It took just 3 seconds.
That's all it takes is 3 seconds. 3 taps on the mat and that match is over.
It's Quinn McKay.
Klein had every opportunity during that match to end it, and she chose not to.
A physically dominating performance, but Quinn McKay, as resourceful as ever, victorious here at Angelgate.
My name is Missy Sampson, and for those of you who are unfamiliar with me, I've been wrestling all over the United States and a little bit in Canada for the past 24 years. I'm making my debut tonight in McKeesport, Pennsylvania for Angelgate against a monster of a woman in Scarlett. Now, I've been warned that she's vicious and violent and not very nice, but I've never been one to turn down a challenge, and I'm certainly not starting tonight. So Scarlett, you might be bigger than me, and you might think that you're badder than me. But I'll be the one walking out with the victory this evening.
She is a walking weapon. 1/3 of the Fight Society Triple Crown champion. Scarlett is here at Angelgate, and she may just have the toughest test of her young career.
Look at the eyes of Scarlett, though. She seems ready for this matchup. She's one who doesn't relatively show fear when it comes into a match.
She is a 24-year pro, one of the most experienced and time-tested veterans anywhere in women's professional wrestling. One Missy Sampson is absolutely timeless.
Second match of the evening. To my left, from the Mindscape, it's Scarlett.
Nick, I'm going to predict that this one is going to get a little wild.
There's definitely two hard hitters in there. And
Missy Sampson is one of the toughest in the wrestling business, male or female, you're going to find. And she's in there with an ultra-aggressive athlete in Scarlett, who, quite frankly, scares me very, very much.
yeah, I've had a few run-ins with Scarlett outside of the ring, and they weren't always that pleasant. There's definitely an intimidation factor there.
And you want to talk about how intense Scarlett is. She's not backing down despite having an extreme experience disadvantage.
Oh.
And she just slapped Missy Sampson, who returns with a series of stiff elbows right to the side of the face.
Backs her over to the corner and
look out.
And a splash.
Big impact in the corner that time. And a bulldog to follow up. That is the veteran instincts of one Missy Sampson. She's a real ring general in there. She knows where she is at all times. She really knows how to string that offense together.
Scarlett having to take a break here.
And no solace for Scarlett because Missy Sampson has taken this fight to the floor. And this doesn't bode well for anybody because I don't think those wooden guardrails are going to stop either one of these women from continuing this out-of-control fight. It's out of control even in the opening moments here.
That just shot right off the corner post. It took Sampson for a loop, but she's still in this thing. And another shot off the apron.
You saw the head ricochet on impact there. I have to say, Nick, despite the very aggressive nature of Scarlett, I think this this environment here may favor Missy Sampson because she has made a career of these types of matches. She actually wrestled men exclusively for several years. So, I mean, she'll fight anybody, all comers, for Missy Sampson, who has been doing it, as I said, for nearly a quarter century.
There's definitely an experience differential in here. But I don't see Scarlett letting that affect her. She's definitely still coming out in full force and now interacting with the crowd, trying to get them quiet down a little bit. Got Missy Sampson hung up on the ropes.
And I don't think that Nick Davidson calling for the break is going to make Scarlett hesitate whatsoever. Scarlett wants to hurt her opponents, quite frankly. That's all she lives for when she's inside those ring ropes.
This is definitely a fight I don't think Missy Sampson was expecting to get out of Scarlett.
And look at this, just choking her in the corner, trying to asphyxiate Missy Sampson.
Scarlett now intimidating the ref.
Scarlett is one of the most intense young ladies I've seen in quite some time. And again, just more blatant choking. And what that shows you is that Scarlett has no conscience whatsoever. She will hurt her opponent with whichever means she can get her hands on.
That is what she's here to do. And Scarlett's losing her mind in there right now.
I told you, she's a walking mental institution, man. She's unbalanced, and she's dangerous.
And a top right across the chest in the corner. And Scarlett just happy with her handiwork.
Scarlett's getting a level of pleasure out of inflicting pain on her opponents.
And Sampson just bringing back with the chops.
Big clothesline. And this is where Missy Sampson's 24 years of experience will come into play because she's wrestled all over the United States and even into Canada.
Irish whip into the corner.
Scarlett avoids the contact. Oh, that was nasty, wrenching the neck of Missy Sampson. Vader bomb from Scarlett. What impact! Did you see the way she wrenched Missy's neck?
Gripping her back by the hair and just breaking her down and then following up with that big splash. Oh, and a shot right to the midsection. Pops over. And another big splash.
She hurls her body, using her own body as a weapon. Cover here. Now that's a mistake. That is a rookie mistake. I hate to say it. I'm not here to criticize. But you cannot give a 24-year pro a second chance. Or maybe you can, because Scarlett just physically dominated a nearly 25-year professional. You know, Nick, I've seen a lot of Missy Sampson's work throughout the years. I don't think I've ever seen her physically dissected like that.
I don't think she's ever came up across an opponent like Scarlett, though.
Scarlett is victorious, Scarlett is violent, and Scarlett is dangerous.
No, who am I? And why am I here at Angelgate? Well, I know that this is the place to be for the greatest damn woman, Gia Scott. But as you clearly see, I'm not alone here. I have Portia with me. You know what? Something I cannot escape, and I've been trying to escape, is you, Aria Palmer. It's just, I can't seem to get away from you. And this is the reason why I brought Portia here. Because I know she's going to have my back tonight against you here at Angelgate. And there's nothing you or anyone else can do about it.
When Angelgate asked for the Aria Palmer to come here, man, I was ecstatic. I was so excited. I drove 4 hours to get to McKeesport. I am so ready for Angelgate tonight. But I got even more ready when they announced that my opponent is Gia Scott. You see, Gia Scott and I, we have a lot of history together. We go way back into MCW, where Miss Women's Champion wanted to hit me from behind on the stage. And that wasn't enough. She had to pedigree me on the stage as well. So, I'm ready to get my hands on her tonight. And Gia, you better watch out, because Aria Palmer is ready for it.
These are two very confident young ladies, and a rivalry that decorates the history books of Maryland Championship Wrestling has come to Angelgate as the next chapter of Gia Scott versus Aria Palmer will unfold very, very shortly. Nick, Miss Palmer is going to have the odds stacked against her. How do you think she fares against this twosome in the opposing corner?
Aria Palmer's definitely going to have her hands full tonight. I mean, there's definitely going to be a numbers game factor involved. And, you know, I'm kind of excited to see how she's going to be able to deal with that whole numbers disadvantage.
Nick, I'm going to tell you what. Gia Scott and Aria Palmer have fought intensely over the Maryland Championship Wrestling Women's title. They've traded that championship back and forth, and while that title is not on the line here tonight, you can bet that if Palmer is victorious, she's going to use this win to make a case for a shot at that championship when they get back to Maryland. Gia Scott, a very cocky, very confident young lady, believes that she is quite simply the best women's professional wrestler going today. However, she doesn't appear quite so confident as soon as the bell rings and she has to face Palmer in a one-on-one situation.
You can obviously tell Palmer's just ready to get this thing going, and the hesitation from Scott, it's definitely a little bit unnerving.
I don't think it's so much hesitation as maybe she's trying to play some mind games with Palmer. Collar and elbow tie up here. Palmer cinches on the side headlock. Very nice technique as you see Palmer trying to get that low base for added leverage. She took Gia Scott over. Shoulders down here.
Almost a pinfall.
Absolutely. Palmer showing the signs of a true pro. Cognizant and keeping her shoulders off of the canvas here.
Palmer's completely in control right now as Gia Scott tries getting her wits about her and getting back up to her feet.
Yeah, she worked her way back up to a vertical base to try to extricate herself from this situation. Shoots Palmer off. And man, Gia Scott ducked her head too early, telegraphed herself, and that was a nasty mid-ring collision. Gia Scott hit the canvas very hard that time.
Bringing her back up to her feet. Irish whip reversal.
And there's Portia getting involved. We knew that was going to happen. That's the numbers game you spoke to. And look at the shot right between the shoulder blades. Gia Scott is employing exactly what she wants to do here with Palmer. But look at the agility of Palmer.
And an arm drag.
Deep arm drag.
Followed up by elbow and
swing and a miss.
Palmer's completely in control right now.
She drops Gia down to the canvas, who is forced to kick out with urgency there. That is how quick, that is how dynamic Aria Palmer is. Came very close to ending this matchup with just one rally.
All it takes is 3 seconds. And here comes Portia
getting involved again. Referee Nick Davidson is going to have to assert some authority here. And unfortunately, Palmer developing this tunnel vision will not help her in this matchup.
Rolls her up.
No, come on now. 2.5. But man, Scott clotheslines Palmer out of her shoes there.
Hooks the leg, 1, 2. Palmer kicks out. And it's the numbers game just coming back again and again. I mean, Palmer was in complete control, and Portia just hops up on the leg.
Look out! Oh man, driving all of the air out of Palmer is the Queen of Maryland.
That's just asking for broken ribs.
Gia Scott charging again, and again just racking the midsection of Palmer.
Palmer's down, writhing in pain, and still trying to make her way back up to her feet, but she's in a dangerous position being in that corner.
These two know each other so well.
Hops up and
Palmer telegraphs it, shoulders down.
Gets the kick out at 2.
Gia's up and again just hurling her body at Palmer. Look at the strength, just deadlifting her opponent here. Innovative rib breaker, again targeting the midsection.
Hooks the legs. Another kick out. Palmer is still in this fight.
And Nick, you can see the championship pedigree of the Maryland Championship Wrestling Women's Champion because she is always hooking the leg.
These women tonight, they have a take no prisoners attitude, and they're coming out here and showing them exactly what they can do.
Look at the torque on the neck.
Referee's asking, and
that is nasty impact right there. As she is wrenching and twisting on the head.
Referee having to check to make sure that she was still up, and Palmer's trying to make her way back to her feet.
Palmer's trying to rally. She has to have a sense of urgency here.
And get yanked down by the hair.
And again, Gia Scott showing the pedigree of a champion. She knew exactly where to cut Palmer off. She didn't let Palmer build any momentum there.
Scott trying to set up again for another corner shot.
Scott telegraphed it that time and hit nothing but that steel post. Opening for Palmer, who just barely. Oh, look out, Palmer takedown into a submission here.
This could be Palmer's opportunity. Get herself firmly back into this matchup.
You can tell that Palmer fighting with a sense of desperation. She knew she was in trouble with all the punishment she has sustained over the past several minutes. She is just scratching and clawing to continue this fight. Oh, look out. Scott caught her. Palmer out the back door. Big sledge into the chest.
And now it's Scott reeling in the corner.
And turnabout fair play right here, Nick.
Reverse the Irish whip, up and over.
What agility again from Palmer.
And another running shoulder tackle into the corner.
Palmer charges, running, face wash.
And Portia up on it. Portia gets
Palmer's
knocked off
had
the
enough.
apron.
Palmer has had enough. She hooks the arms. But Scott countered that one perfectly. Gia Scott.
Going for the face buster.
Look out.
Spurs.
Double arm DDT Palmer has just pinned the Maryland champion. Palmer has just pinned the MCW Women's Champion. What a victory. And the consequences of this matchup could have interstate implications.
See, I am still your Angelgate Women's Champion. Now, management, I don't know if you heard me in the ring, so let me make it really crystal clear for you. I would like some mother effing competition. I have been your champion for over 1 year, and yet all you seem to throw to me are table scraps, okay? I don't think so. The time is now. I'm the international headhunter for a reason. So you bring me someone worthy of the caliber of my talent.
The international headhunter, the Kawasaki Killer, the Big Bang, and the Angelgate Women's Champion is back in McKeesport. Roni Nicole is here, but what does the champ have to say?
You got this, girl.
Listen, guys. I know Angelgate has been on a sabbatical, and everybody's wondering what's Ronnie's big announcement. What's Ronnie gonna say? Is she gonna do something crazy like New Jack?
A New Jack reference.
But my announcement is this, guys. Once again, I'm in raggedy-ass McKeesport with no opponent. So once again, I'm asking new management to send out some mother-flipping talent. 'Cause you know what? Big Bang is tired of the bullshit. Okay? I'm an international superstar. I don't care if you fatties do me. Kiss that shit. Okay? I'm an international superstar. Well-traveled. And all you guys think to bring me are flip-flopping and hoodoos from who knows where down the road? Boom! Boom! So, for the final time, whatever ugly buck-toothed ragamuff wants to bring her raggedy ass out here and get squashed, the challenge is over.
Roni Nicole not happy that her scheduled opponent didn't make it here.
What is this?
Well, obviously that's Annabelle, Nick, but I don't think that it's... I don't know how wise it is for Annabelle to be out here.
Roni Nicole has been answered.
And we're about to fight again.
Ronnie's open challenge has been answered. To my right, you all know our champion, weighing in at 2,000 pounds of ramen noodles from Kawasaki, Japan, the international headhunter. It's Roni Nicole. And to my left, from the island of Misfit Toys, weighing in at 108 baskets of kittens, it's Annabelle!
Nick? Well, here we go. It's the Angelgate Women's Championship. My name's Jim Aminata. He's Nick Ferrara. Nick, I'm not trying to doubt Annabelle, but she's clearly at a massive disadvantage here. Roni Nicole spent 4 years wrestling full-time in Japan, one of the most physical styles anywhere in the world for professional wrestling. And as you can see already, the Big Bang, the Kawasaki Killer, is very, very confident.
She has every right to be. I mean, with her background in this sport, I mean,
Roni Nicole is brutality personified. She will ragdoll all of her opponents.
Now she's toying with the referee.
And Annabelle, she's a very naive young lady. She wants to have fun. She's a very polite young lady, but she's going to get hurt inside the ring with Roni Nicole.
Did she come out here with a death wish, or?
On the flip side, what an opportunity if the miracle in McKay sport happens and Annabelle walks out of here with the Angelgate Championship. That's headlines, brother.
Well, look at Annabelle backing her up into the corner and Roni Nicole just shoving her right off her feet.
And look at Annabelle. It's good strategy. Go low. Try to chop down the bigger opponent.
Just like chopping down a tree, you got to use the axe. And Annabelle's using those drop kicks as her axe. And
wait a minute, Roni shoves her off, and man, she just floored Annabelle with that clothesline.
Massive clothesline, taking Annabelle off her feet.
And look out. Roni Nicole, this is where things could get very uncomfortable very quickly. Annabelle's about 105 pounds. And Roni Nicole is just toying with her opponent. Oh man, did you see the head snapping back upon impact?
And what a kick to Annabelle's face. And another.
Roni Nicole inside those ring ropes is a violent spectacle. Cannonball absolutely destroys the adorable doll.
Count it up, this match has to be over.
Roni grinning like a Cheshire cat. She is enjoying this display of her dominance.
He's dragging her out of the corner with her hair.
Oh, look out. She is annihilating Annabelle.
Post leg, 2, 3.
And there is no happy ending to this fairy tale. This is a very harsh reality check.
It's Roni Nicole!
Now wait a minute, there's no cause for this. Annabelle is nearly unconscious already. The matchup is over.
Referee calling for the bell and
wait, the ref needs to get. Oh my God! Oh my! She may have caved in the chest of Annabelle. Annabelle needs help right now. And what the hell is Roni Nicole trying to prove here? She's gonna end Annabelle's career before it ever gets started. And Nicole is going crazy. Roni Nicole is hitting anyone within striking distance.
Dragging her up by her hair.
Annabelle did nothing to deserve this. This is sick.
Roni's just hitting anything that moves at this point. And a big slam, taking Annabelle down. Slapping the security.
Roni Nicole is despicable. She is one of the most talented female athletes that you're ever going to see, but as an individual, she is disgusting. She tried to end the career of a young rookie before it ever got started. And we're going to step away here to get. Annabelle clearly does need medical help. We're to get the doctor out here to check on Annabelle. This is an absolutely disgusting display by Roni Nicole.
Oh my gosh, are you okay? I'm okay. I'm okay.
Why'd you accept the challenge?
Because I had to do it. She just brings darkness, and I had to show people that there was light. I had to show them.
But that's the women's champion.
Women's champion. She doesn't deserve it. She's so mean to people.
is light. There's still light, I promise. No more darkness. No more.
Alright, well, good luck.
Back here at Angelgate.
Kelly Klein coming in the ring. No, why?
My name's Jim Aminata, he's Nick Farah, and Kelly Klein was not scheduled to be out here, but she's here.
Who booked this? Who put me in the first match against that nobody? I want a real match. I want an Angelgate roster member. That was ridiculous. Ridiculous.
That's a little sour grapes.
Kelly Klein definitely disappointed with her opening matchup tonight. Wants more competition.
It has to be some sour grapes for Kelly Klein. She got overconfident and had her shoulders pinned to the canvas. But I don't know if you could feel that here, March 23rd of 2019. There's a little chill in the air, Nick.
Starting to get a little bit cold myself over here. And I wonder why Lady Frost has made her way to the battlegrounds.
A young lady that in just 2 years has taken the entire wrestling world quite literally by storm. Lady Frost made her professional wrestling in-ring debut on Monday Night Raw against the Empress Asuka, and since that time has been wrestling all over the place. Most recently, she appeared in the Young Lions Cup for Chikara, so certainly everyone is looking forward to seeing Lady Frost. And Lady Frost here at Angelgate.
Is the gatekeeper, Kelly Klein. And to my right, weighing in 10,000 snowflakes, from the Ice Gardens of Lord Abington Estates, it is Lady Frost.
A dynamic young athlete is one Lady Frost. Has a gymnast and fitness background. And she's in McKeesport right now, but just a few months ago she spent some time training at the WWE Performance Center. So certainly the wisest eyes in professional wrestling have been watching Lady Frost, which is why it's great to have Lady Frost here at Angelgate. Lady Frost against the gatekeeper Kelly Klein. And what an opportunity for Lady Frost to add to her resume, taking on the Women of Honor mainstay Kelly Klein, who you can bet does not want to go 0 for 2 tonight. You will see no hesitation from Kelly Klein this time around. Collar and elbow tie up.
Tossing Lady Frost right back on her back, and Kelly's trying to definitely assert her dominance in the ring tonight.
Well, we talked about it earlier this evening. Kelly Klein looks to physically dominate her opponents. And there you're seeing the technique of one Lady Frost, very agile inside those ring ropes. I believe the slick moves of Lady Frost had Kelly Klein all out of sorts.
Well, Kelly Klein comes out here and
what a kick right to the side of the face.
I don't think she was expecting to have Lady Frost accept her open challenge.
Wait a minute here, hook of the leg.
2 count, and Kelly rolls out of the ring.
She's seeking the safety of the outside here, creating her own timeout, not allowing Lady Frost to really get the momentum rolling. And Lady Frost is taking the fight to Kelly Klein, an unfamiliar position for Kelly Klein. She is rarely one to back up.
Trying to drag her into the ring, and Kelly Klein's putting up a hell of a fight trying to stay out there. Got her gripped up by her hair, and
I believe Lady Frost is singing some Frozen lyrics. That's kind of appropriate, but
a musical performance
again,
cut short.
We're seeing the resourcefulness of Kelly Klein as she was able to trip Lady Frost and now looks to take over here, where she looks to rough up the Ice Queen.
Kelly Klein, with a face plant, and just firmly in control at this point.
And this is Kelly Klein's pace. She wants to slowly pick apart and grind down her opposition here.
Throws her into the corner, and what does Kelly have planned here?
Look out, we saw this earlier.
Shoots her right back
as
into
the body of Lady Frost ricocheting off those buckles. And Kelly Klein, again, as I said, everything that she does is with malice and intent. As again, she sends Lady Frost into the buckles, who sidesteps. And look at Kelly Klein just trying to wrench and twist on the head. Nice counter from Lady Frost, again using that agility.
Coming at her with the forearms,
and Lady Frost is firing up.
Lady Frost is coming back with a take no prisoners attitude. What is this?
Wait a minute, I know who that is. That's Queen Aminata. Wait a minute, look out here, hold on.
Here comes Quinn.
We saw this earlier, Quinn McKay.
Looks like Quinn is trying to join forces.
The Queen and the Gatekeeper. I don't think they were expecting Quinn McKay to interject herself here. Jay Hutchie, clueless as usual here. We need some type of a ruling. What's going on here?
She looks pretty cool. I want a tag match right now.
Lady Frost throwing out the gauntlet, wants a tag match.
I want a tag right here, right now. I want to hear it.
We've got some impromptu Angelgate action. Will this become official? Let's hear it. Aminata, a young lady who is a highly touted prospect. Aminata and Kelly Klein against Quinn McKay and Lady Frost.
Aminata looks like she wants to start this thing off, and that's what we're going to get. Aminata starting this thing off against Lady Frost.
Aminata is a West African native who is beautiful but devious, and she is very intelligent both in and outside of those ring ropes. She speaks 4 different languages, and that's what I'm talking about, intelligence. Kelly Klein provided the opportunity. Aminata exploited it immediately. And you see that, all that flying around, all that fluidity, all that agility from Lady Frost is being neutralized right now by Aminata. I'm telling you, Aminata is a young ring general inside those ring ropes.
Kelly tagging herself in and going right back to the leg. Again, taking out all that agility that Lady Frost has.
How do you neutralize a gymnast? You go to the legs, and that's exactly what the combination of Klein and Aminata are doing right here.
Attacking both legs now. Completely just destroying the base.
The limbs of Lady Frost are in some real jeopardy here.
Crowd's trying to get behind Lady Frost to get her back into this thing. And
well, Lady Frost is such a magnetic athlete.
Well, she couldn't even make it to the corner.
And she really gets that fan support wherever she goes. But Kelly Klein and Aminata, make no mistake, they're looking to play spoiler here. They're looking to make this event about themselves.
Hanging her leg up in the bottom rope.
And again, you want to talk about ring general. Look at how Kelly Klein had the leg trapped around the bottom rope.
Did you see how torqued it was? Your leg's not supposed to move like that.
And notice how Klein is positioning herself between Lady Frost and Quinn McKay. Kelly Klein is not allowing Lady Frost a clear path to make a tag.
Trying to get it up into the Boston Crab. Torquing back on the leg of Lady Frost, but Lady Frost fighting back. And she gets the tag to Quinn.
Quinn McKay, we're seeing a rematch from earlier tonight. 5 feet of fury. Quinn McKay is hitting anything that moves in there.
Those furious clotheslines just coming out of nowhere and dodges Kelly and
Aminata. She gets cut off here.
Got both of them backed up in the corner.
The complexion of this matchup is changing very, very quickly.
Big splash by Lady Frost, but you can still see that her knee.
Yeah, this has been a very physical contest. Stereo offense from McKay and Frost. Leverage maneuver, pair of shoulders down.
Pin.
They got him.
Double 3 count. Kelly Klein goes 0-2.
Kelly Klein goes 0-2. But what a chilling combination of Quinn McKay and Lady Frost.
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.